Yep. When I do these, you can do just an outside, which is going to be like a fan out here that will really prevent them from going in. But if they have a lot of stability issues, I add the inside component to it to help them from, like, it's basically they're locked. Does it stay locked forever though? No, because it's tape. So it's gonna loosen up. In the beginning, they're gonna be like, "Oh, I gotta cast on," but it'll loosen up a little bit after they start. So, for this, you just do, like I said, you start with your regular old tape job, right? So. And oftentimes for this one, I come down a little bit lower just to kind of protect their Achilles a little bit more with some of my initial strips. Then I put in, and also I tend to go a little bit higher with my stirrups. And I'll usually put a couple more, but I'm just gonna put the regular ones because your ankle isn't sprained. Okay, I'm gonna do my regular old figure 8. And if I'm really in a hurry, I just do continuous figure 8s, but I'm not, so. And then we come around and we get our heel locks. Okay, so then it's usually covered up, right? Instead, this is where you start taping a little bit different. And on this one, you will have a new stirrup that comes further down their foot. Not stirrup, sorry, anchor strip. This cannot be tight because it will bother their foot something fierce. These are just here for anchor strips. They are not here for pressure, okay? So I just put these on super light. These are not tight, okay? It is very important that they are not tight because their foot still needs to squish as they're walking. So for an inside, you just basically come from behind their Achilles, and they need to be, if they struggle keeping their foot all the way up, because they have to be way, way up, like sometimes I'll have somebody push, or I can try to lean into it to try to keep it up, but it's so important that they're really high in dorsiflexion when we do this. So what is an inside going to do for them?
It's locking it in that position
From going into
plantar flexion.
It'll prevent some plantar flexion and eversion, right? Yep, exactly. And notice you should have a pocket right here. So it should come up enough that there is a pocket, hence you having to have anchor strips further down on their foot, okay? Then you come to the opposite side and you do the exact same thing.
That's so cool.
And again, you should have a pocket, right? So we have pockets on both sides. Then I just take an anchoring strip and pull them down so that way they're tight. And then I'll close it up. So I'll do and again, I don't have to do these. These are more for pretty and to prevent things from rolling a little bit. But I do think that it helps give a little bit more support to the anchors on the sides. I will sometimes take more of like an elastic wrap down here to keep these end points down. But at the very least, what I'm gonna do, as I always do, is put a figure 8 here and then just my closing strip to keep them here. But sometimes if you want to, like if you're concerned that they're gonna come up, you can put just one very lightly placed closing strip over the very end to make sure that these aren't coming up right away. Or you could put a little bit of like flex tape or something like that down here to keep them. Try to move your ankle.
Even that's beautiful.
Wow. It is locked. Like,
Yeah, it's a lot of tape.
Wow.